Hi, boys and girls. Hey, on Friday, we didn't finish our reading pages. We were working on the sight word see, and that was this page right here. We didn't get to do the page on the back because I needed to read a story, and it's a kind of a long story. I couldn't do that all in the same lesson. So we're going to go ahead and finish that page today. Okay, this comes from one of our Nat Geo books called Feast for 10. I really like this book. And when you look on the cover, you see a mom and 5 children, and they are at the grocery store. So what they're doing is they're going to go shopping because they're getting ready for a feast. Okay, and for 10, the 10 is 10 people. They're going to have 10 people at their feast. And I don't know if you guys know what a feast is. Do you know what a feast is? A feast is food, but a feast is lots of food. So let's say you have a party at your house and everybody brings something to potluck. That would be a feast, right? For Thanksgiving, everybody has a feast. It's not just a regular dinner or meal. It's special. You have lots of things to choose from, and you might have, dessert and appetizers, but it's a lot of food. So they're getting ready for a feast for 10 people, and they're at the store. I'm not going to do a picture walk because this is kind of a long story, but parents always try to do a picture walk if you're reading a brand new book. It just allows the kids to go through and look at the pictures, tell the story without worrying about reading the book, and then when you go back and read it, they'll have a lot of it already figured out by just looking at the pictures. All right, so this book is so big, I think I may have to turn it like this, okay? So you see the mommy, she's pushing the cart, baby's in the cart, here's little sister, and then when I turn it around, there's the other sister, little brother, and big brother. One cart into the grocery store. They have one cart and 5 kids, 5 helpers, okay? 2 pumpkins for pie. So they're gonna make a pumpkin pie, but they're not gonna use the canned pumpkin. They're gonna use real pumpkins. Drop the paper. 3 chickens to fry. They're gonna have chicken at their feast. Okay. 4 children off to look for more. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. The baby's still in the cart. The baby's too little to help, right? But the other 4 kids are going to go off and help their mommy find the groceries in the grocery store. 5 kinds of beans. Look they have a can of pinto beans, lima beans, green beans, yellow beans, and the little girl has jelly beans. 6 bunches of greens. Okay, so these are collard greens, and they're going to cook those up for the vegetable for their feast. You guys know what is in the jar? Pickles. It says 7 dill pickles stuffed in a jar. Let's see if we can see 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay. 7 pickles in the jar. 8 ripe tomatoes. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ripe tomatoes. 9 plump potatoes. Now some of the potatoes are here, so I'm going to count 1, 2, and then we can turn this over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got 8 tomatoes and 9 potatoes. Those are rhyming words. And then finally we get to 10. 10 hands help to load the car. This book is so big. Okay, so there's 5 children, but each child has 2 hands. So the big brother is helping, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even the baby, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10, all 5 children with 2 hands are helping. Now that was a number book. We counted from 1 to 10. Now they're going to start over again and start back over with 1. Then 1 car home from the grocery store. So they've got all the groceries. Here they are. Baby fell asleep in the car. Daddy's going to take the baby, and mommy and the other 4 kids are going to go in the kitchen and start to cook. 3 will cook. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2 will look. 2 will look. 3 will cook. The 2 little ones have to just watch. They're not big enough to cook. 4 will taste and ask for more. So what they made here is they mixed up all the pumpkin and the sugar and spices, and they made a pumpkin pie. But Mommy's gonna let them have a taste. Do you guys ever do that? That's like eating the cookie dough before you bake the cookies. That's my favorite part, the cookie dough. 5 empty cans. They opened up all those cans of beans, and they're gonna recycle the cans. 5 empty cans, 6 pots and pans. Those are rhyming words. Cans, pans. Let's see if we count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh man, they're cooking a lot of food. This is gonna be a feast. 7 more carrots to wash and peel. So the brother and the sister are working together. They're washing the carrots and they're peeling the carrots and they're gonna cook the carrots. Number 8. 8 platters down. So I have to hold this like this because you see the whole table. Okay, they're putting the platters down. All the platters were of food. 9 chairs around. They're putting down the plates and the platters, and they're putting all the chairs around. So 9, and now their last one is 10. 10 hungry folks to share the meal. So that's how we get the feast for 10. So we got all the children, Mommy and Daddy. Looks like maybe Grandma and Grandpa, and maybe that's an uncle, right? So how many in their whole family? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hungry folks to share the meal. Folks is just people, right? They're all hungry and they're gonna share the chicken and the beans and the collard greens and the pumpkin pie. Okay, I'm gonna bring over the the tripod and put it down. So that page that we're doing is on the back of this one. Okay, we did this on Friday with the see the, and you got to draw the picture or write the word in there. Now on the back, you've got 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's also arrows pointing. Okay, they're showing you that we're not going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I might just put a number in the box. 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So they want you to draw some of the events that happen in the story, but they want you to make sure that you put them in order. So for the box number 1, we're not going to draw everyone sitting at the table because that doesn't happen first. When does that happen? That happens at the end, right? So let's save that picture for right here. What happened at the beginning of the story, boys and girls? Where did they go? Yeah, they went shopping. So what I'm going to do is draw a shopping cart. Okay, I'm going to draw a shopping cart. You guys know what they look like. I'll put some wheels on it. Right, remember baby was sitting inside. So the baby was sitting here. And I'll show you when I'm done. It's kind of hard to hold it up and draw at the same time. The mommy was pushing the cart. All right, so there. And then the other children were helping. You know what? I'm not going to put the other children in the picture, okay? Because maybe they're off looking for groceries. All right, and then they do all the shopping. I'm going to do one more picture of them shopping. Maybe we'll do the shelves and the shelves with all the food on it. And the older children are helping Mommy find groceries. Yeah, they find the pumpkins and the beans, the chicken, all this stuff. So I'm just going to put some stuff in their hand. And then maybe the shopping cart's over here. Okay, just do the best you can, boys and girls. So here's the 2 older children, and they're helping do the shopping. Okay. Then there's so many things you could draw. You know, you could draw either another picture at the store, but I think we better get them home cooking. Because after they get all these groceries, they come home, they unload the groceries, and then they're cooking. So I'm going to do a big table. I like that picture when they were making the pumpkin pie. Here's Mommy over here. But you don't have to do what I do. You could do them washing the carrots. She's got an apron on, okay? And she's there. They've got the mixing bowl. Remember the 2 big kids are licking the spoon. They're going to try the pumpkin pie. We got the pies here. I'm drawing a really quick picture, you guys, okay? So I would take my time, but I don't want you guys to have to wait for me, okay? Then you can get, so here they're cooking. So I'm going to go ahead there. The grocery cart was first. They go to the grocery store. They're filling up the cart. They come home. They clean all the vegetables. They cook their feast. What happens last of the story is they eat their feast. So I'm going to draw a table with lots of people around it, with lots of bowls, with lots of food. We had 10 chairs. And that is going to be a little difficult to draw because it's hard to fit 10 people. So I'm going to go like this. I'll show you in just a second. I'm just going to make their faces and not their whole bodies. And then a mommy here and the daddy at the other side. Oh boy, oh boy. This is not that easy to draw. Okay, do the best you can, okay? So I didn't get to draw them all because they would be on the other side, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'd have 7, 8, 9, 10 over here, and the baby was on the mommy's lap, right? Okay, so that's called a sequence chain. That is putting things in order to be able to retell the story. So in your mind, you have to think, what happens first? They go to the store. They fill up their shopping cart. They come home, unload the groceries. I don't have enough place to draw all those pictures, so I went to the cooking. They cook the meal, and the last thing they do, they get to eat the feast for 10. Now, parents, I know that we didn't get to do this one also. It was on the back of this paper from Friday, but it says to compare stories, to compare feast for 10 that we just read, and the story of the donut, and I don't have that story with me, so just put a big X on that, okay? And then I did notice that last week when we did these P pages that I forgot to do the directions for this. It's super easy. Some of you may have went ahead and done it. You know, a few weeks ago we talked about nouns. Nouns are naming words. This is called plural nouns. So some of the pictures have one thing and some of the pictures have more than one. So we're gonna, if it's just one, we're gonna X it out. There's only one doggy, I'm gonna X it. Okay, is there more than one book? Yeah, so what do we call that? Books. You put an S on it. I'll even write that S up there. If it's more than one, you put an S on it. There's not one book, there's 2 books. How about soccer balls? One or more than one? More than one. So we don't say ball. There are 2 ball. There are 2 balls. We put an S in it. Hey, well, maybe we should put the S down here. We don't have to write the whole word, but look, we put an S on it. Is there 1 plate or more than one? Just one. I'm gonna X it out. Is there 1 bus or more than one? Just one. X it out. Okay, are there 2 pan, 1 pan or more than one? 2. So if we wrote the word pan, we would write pa and s, pans. We have 2 pans. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because these are super easy words. Books. Book. S, and balls. Balls. There, I did write the word in there. Books, balls, pans. But what we're really looking at is that when you do something plural, make it plural and have more than one, then you put an S at the end. Okay, so if you still have that page, you can go ahead and do it. If you got rid of the page, that's fine. But I just forgot to go over those directions. All right, have a good day.